Hello, Cruising World. Mick the Sue Guy with you on a very special tips for Monday because I'm going old school today, and I'm going back. Well, it's not old school, but I'm wearing what I had purchased. I promised it last week. My new outfit I bought for the hairy chest contest, and then they stopped it. So for those that haven't seen me do the hairy chest contest, because I mean it's a fairly hairy chest, isn't it? I mean there's some hair there. I would grow it on my back. Julie would get really upset. But anyways, she looked forward to the day I let her shave it. But anyways, so I would, due to my lack of hair, and it's blonde, not a little hairy, but it is really kind of blonde. Due to my lack of hair, I would have to do something a bit different to get any chance of winning. So I would wear like tearaway shorts. I would walk out like, you know, some normal person. And underneath, I would have like Speedos. And I would just do a reveal to the Speedos. But I would have like 4 or 5 different pairs of Speedos. And if I got through each round, I would take the top ones off to reveal the next one. I got lots of pairs of Speedos. You may see one at the end of the video if you behave. I may do a big, like, pretend I'm winning the hairy chest. You never know. Anyways, so I'm wearing this today. This is what I was going to do instead of the tearaway shorts. I have this tiger kimono, and I was going to put the tiger kimono into the Speedos. Never got the chance to do it. This is why I'm going to do my own hairy chest contest coming up on I got a group cruise on the Venezia, may not that one, but when we do the celebration next January, I've got a big group, like 30 odd cabins coming with me on that one. Lots of us going. You can join us. Email me and let me know. January the 14th, 2024. It's the Suit Guy Cruise on the celebration. And I am going to do my own hairy chest contest. Watch. Try and stop me. I'm going to bring a microphone. I have a microphone because I do that with this. I'm going to bring this microphone and I'm going to be out there. I'll bring a little speaker and I'll host and compare my own. By the way, that's how I record these things. I hate lavaliers and they look ugly and they sound bad. Those microphones are much better. Anyways, it's tips, right? Sorry, Dennis, I got away from all you. So we're going to do some tips from Dennis. I have 3 tips from Dennis today. Then I'm going to give you one of my own. And then next week, I've got Stephen and a couple of my own. And then the following week, I've got Jill. And then I'm once again out of tips. So I need to get yours. But let's get on to Dennis. It's very comfortable. It's very silky. I like this. All right, Dennis Vance. Okay, Mick, tips away. Hopefully you haven't covered these previously. Quite frankly, Dennis, I've been doing this for so long, I wouldn't remember if I had. And nobody watching this will remember either. They're just tips. And if they get repeated, they get repeated. Number 1. If, while cruising, and again, as you know, I have not read these yet, so bear with me while I react. Number 1, if while cruising, and you can't get on the elevator because there are large crowds waiting or cars are full when they stop, take an elevator in the opposite direction you want to go, then ride it back to the direction you want to go, you'll get there sooner. 2 things on that I could tell you. Hopefully that means there won't be anybody going the other way. Or, dare I say, you could walk up the stairs. I'll give you an example of where this doesn't work, and it's not on a cruise ship. It was years and years ago, and I was in I was in New York at a Yankees game. And we got back to the main subway station after the game, and there was just people everywhere. And I said to Julie, why don't we go back one to Tremont Avenue, and then when we get on there, you know, we'll get on it and we'll come back. So yeah, all right. So we went that way because everybody was going into town or out of town. So we get there, we got off at Tremont Avenue. And if anybody has been to New York, this is the old Yankee Stadium. May not be the safest place in the world to be. Anyways, so we're standing on the platform, the only people in the entire station. And a group of youths, shall we say, about 6 or 7 of them. I'm just going to leave it there what happened after that, but they gave us a bit of a hard time. We'll leave it there. So not always the best way to do it, but you know, hey, we got on the train eventually. But yes, so yeah, if you want to do that, great. So again, if while cruising, you can't get in the elevator because there are large crowds waiting or cars are full when they stop, take an elevator in the opposite direction you want to go, then ride it back to the direction you want to go and you'll get there sooner. Or as I said, go down 1 flight of stairs and get it back. Some of these elevators now, because I've got a video coming up on the elevator on the horizon, they're a little bit different. You will see if you haven't seen it already. Number 2, I have a feeling this might be related to elevators the whole way through. Number 2, related to number 1. On port days, when returning to the ship and there are a lot of people waiting to get on the elevator, it is a theme, we walk up one floor. That's what I just said on the first one. And take the elevator back down. That way we are already in the elevator car and don't have to fight to get on one of them. This also works well on debarkation days when you are trying to get an elevator going down. Take one up, then go down. I mean, the only thing I would say there is, if you go up one floor, why wouldn't you stop one and go up? Do you have to go down? I don't know. I don't see, a little bit of a secret here. I have 2 goals on every cruise. I covered one of them in a recent one of these tips, which is that I don't want to get my photograph taken by a photographer the whole cruise. The other one is to not use an elevator. So I don't use the elevators unless on the Magic and the Mardi Gras and the Celebration, if I'm walking up from like deck 4 to deck 16, that's tough. I might take the elevator. I might. But I try not to. Never going down, ever. Never, ever going down. Sometimes going up on the new ships because there's so many floors and you've 7 or 8 beers in. That can be a bit tough. But yeah. So forget all my comments on number 1 because they were covered in number 2. Number 3. Oh, I see the word elevator again. On a recent cruise, we witnessed someone enter an elevator, push and hold the door closed door button. They informed us that it would bypass all other decks and only stop at the next floor pushed from inside the elevator. We spent the remainder of our 7-day Mardi Gras cruise trying to do this, and it didn't work once. We still stopped on other floors before we got to our destination. Hey, it's science, myth busted. I think I know the answer, and if you want to comment on what the actual answer is, but I think it's also down to what I just said about the new elevator systems on the newer ships. I think what probably happened is they wanted to go to deck 6 from deck 12, but somebody else wanted to go to deck 6 from deck 11. Work that one out. I think that's what happened. But watch my video coming up on that and you'll see how it actually works. So yeah, who knew? This is 2 weeks in a row. I feel like I should have read them in advance to get myself more prepared, but I still don't want to do that. But as elevators, I could have said this is an elevator. I could have found one of my suits that was appropriate to elevators. I haven't got one, but you never know. Oh well, all right. So there you go. 3 tips from Dennis on elevators. Keep them coming. Send me more. Always good. Always good. I promised you one for myself. All right, here's one from me. Okay, this is a good one. This is a good one. So if you know you're going to cruise, right? And this, I'm going to say this is about 80 to 90% accurate what I'm about to say, because I cannot guarantee it works every time. But we book cruises way out for several reasons. Like we want to get the best cabins while they're available. We want to make sure we get on the ship, because if it's a really nice itinerary, they sell out. And we want to also be able to budget so we can pay for it over a period of time. You know, we don't typically book cruises the week before it goes. You know, we are the 2 or 3 year before the cruise bookers. We've got cruises booked out as far as May of 2025 right now, for example. So my point being, when that cruise comes out, if you know you want to cruise in 2 years from now, as soon as they announce all these new cruises, get on there and book them. Because I'll almost guarantee you that the cabin will be a lot cheaper today than it will be in 6 months or a year from now. Because what Carnival does is, if they see these cabins start to sell, they're going to jump the price up, because they're putting feelers out there when they first put these cruises out. How popular is this cruise going to be? So if all of a sudden a lot of people start buying those cabins, they're going to increase the cost of the rest of those cabins. Point in case, there's a big group of us going on December 2007. We're all going on the Horizon. We're doing a big 8-day a true ABC cruise. And we decided we would basically buy out the back of the Havana. So when the prices came out for the cruise initially, this is on the Horizon. So it's a nice ship, nice cruise, nice itinerary. I can't remember exactly how much they were, but we splurged a bit. We got one of those wraparound Havana balconies up on deck 6, which I don't necessarily recommend, having done it recently on the Horizon for 2 people. I think just the extended aft ones are perfectly fine. It's a lot of space we didn't really use, but that's not the point. My point is, when we purchased that cabin 6 months ago now, and I checked yesterday, the price was $700 more than when we first booked it. What can I say? So there you go. So book in advance, you get the better prices, you better budget your time out, you get the better cabins, better choice of cabins, all those good things. So many good things you can do. All right, I have just noticed at my window that my lawn guy has showed up, so it's going to get loud in here. So I'm going to do a reveal, and if you hear the lawnmower going in the front, what can I do? I ain't starting this over again. But I promised a reveal, so I'll show you what happens when I do these things. I'm going to put the mic down. Or I hold the mic. So I would come out, and I'd be like, dun, dun, dun. This is how it's going to be now, right? Because, my lawn guy's looking at me through the window like I'm really weird. I wish I could show you this video. There's like, he's getting a free show. So I come out. Imagine, I'm just in terrorist. Imagine what's there. And I would get down the stairs, and I would just go like that, right? And now, you do a little bit because I got another tie under here. See, this is all the plan. And then I go, boom, like that. And then I would be like, oh, and you should have seen the kids' faces when they saw like a snake. There's a crocodile. Look, see? Crocodile staring at. I won't make you watch any more of that. But suffice to say, I would either win or get knocked out in the first round. And I'm not putting these microphone down again. All right, so that's it. The things you do. Tips, send them. Traditions, send them. If you go crazy pair of Speedos, put a picture in the comment. No, you can't put a picture in the comments, but let me know what yours are. I got lots of these. This is just one. I got one with a sloth on it. That's a good one. Anyways, having given my my gardener a free show, and you all a free show, it's like, don't sue me for being scared. The kids' faces, I'm telling you, they're priceless. All right. I'm still holding the microphone. I feel like I'm DJing again. But I'm going to hold it. It's getting a bit chilly. No, it's not chilly. I'm in Florida. Of course, it's not chilly. But subscribe. Send me your tips. Send me your cruise traditions. And this is a topless suit guy checking out and saying, I will see you later, Cruising World. Any questions? Email me anytime. cruisingsuitguy@gmail.com. I promise I'll reply as soon as possible. Want to book a cruise or any type of travel? We are travel agents. Check out our site, elitetravelconnection.com, or email me, mick@elitetravelconnection.com. We are here for you. Finally, subscribe, please. Pretty please. You know you want to. Go on. I won't beg you. Okay, I'm begging. Please. Subscribe. Thank you.